Good morning, everyone. Temperatures in the mid-40s for this morning, so it's chilly out there. We warm up into the upper 70s later on this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. It'll be warm and breezy as well. Full details on that 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes here. Passe Partout begins right now.
Right now, the St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office announces the passing of their sheriff. And after 2 years of not having a grocery store, the town of Jeanerette is excited to shop the aisles.
Live from Acadiana, your local news leader, this is Passe Partout.
Good morning to you once again. I'm Renee Allen. We begin this morning in St. Mary Parish, where the Sheriff's Office announces the passing of Sheriff Blaze Smith. Sheriff-elect Gary Driscoll says Smith fostered an environment of trust and collaboration and was known for his open-door policy. During his time in office, Smith improved the department, benefiting the deputies and the community. More information regarding funeral arrangements and tributes will be shared in the coming days. Of course, our thoughts are with the Sheriff's Office and his family. In Jeanerette, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held last week for the town's new one and only grocery store. News 10's Kai Price gives us a look into how the community came together for this long-awaited opening.
After over a year of navigating through a grocery store desert, Good Guys Grocery is finally opening its doors, bringing relief and excitement to the community of Jeanerette. Good Guys Grocery is the first grocery store to open in the Sugar City since the devastating fire at Mac's grocery store in June of 2022. Carol Bourgeois Jr., mayor of Jeanerette, says the opening brings many benefits and necessities to the city.
We're very excited, one on the economic development side, but two, especially on the services that will be available for our residents. It's certainly a good convenience issue for our residents, because a lot of folks don't have transportation to be able to go to New Iberia or Franklin.
Kendrick Martin, president of Greater Southwest Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce, says seeing a close family member succeed means the world to him.
The owner is my first cousin, so I take it very personal because I'm proud of them for doing what they're doing. And this is going to open up doors for other people to believe and achieve the goals that they have.
The owners, Jeremy Guy and Javacia Guy, say they are excited to make a difference in the community and leave a legacy for their kids.
Leading up to this moment was like, whoo, a lot of fight this thing, you can't get this, that, you gotta. And to see that it's finally paid off, you finally made it, and I can breathe now and I can relax.
It just makes us emotional because not only are we doing it for the community just to show the kids you could be anything, you could do anything, but especially our kids to leave them something behind. It just warms my heart right now.
Jeremy and Javacia Guys say they are excited not only to bring groceries, but to also bring a revitalized spirit to the town as a whole. In Jeanerette, Kai Price, KLFY, News 10.
And speaking of groceries, we move into Governor Jeff Landry's decision for Louisiana to opt out of the summer EBT program. Now, the program provided low-income families with extra funds to feed their children during the summer. News 10's Zhang Hoke spoke to food bank operators ready to step up and help out.
With Governor Landry's decision for Louisiana to opt out of the summer EBT program, many families are left wondering where their children's meals will come from this summer. However, dining halls and food banks across Acadiana are here to help.
While Landry says the state already provides plenty of food options, including the summer food service program, Juanita Lewis runs St. Francis Diner, the only soup kitchen in Iberia Parish, and says her team is already seeing an increase in the amount of people needing lunch each day. Ben Broussard with Catholic Charities of Acadiana says their food banks are also keeping up to make sure no one has to go hungry. With the governor maintaining several summer programs and the combined efforts of food banks and soup kitchens, Broussard and Lewis remain optimistic that stomachs will still be fed when school lets out.
It's South Louisiana. We can argue about a lot of things, but putting food on the table for a family who's in need, that's something that we can all agree on. Though we get higher call volumes during the summertime, we also have so many people who step up and say, how can I help? And so that's what's great about Louisiana.
During the summer, the kids are going to be here, so that's where we're going to see our greatest impact. But we're going to make it with God's grace and mercy.
Now, because food banks and dining halls are donation-based, they continue to hope that more people will show up to lend a helping hand for those in need. I'm Zane Hogue for KLFY News 10.
So in other news, authorities are investigating a crash that killed 2 Opelousas men. The crash claimed the life of David Rideau and Dwight Pelican Sr. This happened Saturday morning, we're told, in West Baton Rouge Parish on US 190. Police say the vehicle Rideau was driving crashed into the back of a cement truck. Both men were pronounced dead at the scene. Now, we have a developing story we first told you about Friday night on Pandora Street around the Plaza Village neighborhood. A man's car was driven into a utility pole, split in two and burst into flames. Lafayette police say the vehicle was stolen by the driver from a family member. Witnesses on the scene told us the driver abandoned the vehicle and ran away. The driver has been identified as 37-year-old Connor Cheney of Lafayette. Cheney showed up to a local hospital for his injuries, and a warrant has been issued for his arrest. In Evangeline Parish, blighted properties that have been an issue in Ville Platte will soon be either demolished or renovated to serve a greater purpose. The plan is to turn them into new affordable housing to invite new families into the community. With the contracts signed and the floor plans of the new housing units are locked in, the project developer says it's special to see the project ready to go 3 years after the funding was approved.
There is a reason to work together, no matter what your walk in life is, and this is just one example of the good things happening for those who roll up the sleeves, work together, and are patient enough to wait 3 years between the funding announcement and finally the ability to get this work done.
Contractors say the plan is to start demolishing the houses in the coming weeks with the goal of completing the new houses in the next 10 to 11 months. And let's head over to St. Landry Parish, where officers there are investigating a fire yesterday afternoon right there in Sunset. The Sunset Police Department says crews were sent out to Pershing Highway, where a mobile home and a metal building there caught fire. Now, the cause of the fire is still unknown at this time, but no injuries, thankfully, have been reported. Then in Opelousas, the renovations of Donald Gardner Stadium at the South City Park have been put on hold until the end of the year. News 10's Zane Hogue spoke with the mayor, who says the pride of allowing football teams to play on their home field is the priority here, making this delay necessary.
Originally slated to begin following last football season, the renovations of Donald Gardner Stadium in Opelousas have been delayed. With several high-profile matchups for Opelousas High School bringing more people to the city next season, Mayor Julius Alzender says the delay was essential.
Mayor Julius Alzender says the initial delays were to make sure all of the needed supplies and manpower were ready to get the renovations done. However, with the plans being ready to begin in July, the renovations would have been taking place during football season and caused all the schools that play at the stadium to travel elsewhere.
We start in July, then that means we have to find different arteries to channel these football teams that play. And it would have created an inconvenience. We're not going to create that inconvenience. We're going to delay the start time by 6 months, crank this up in the first week of December, and allow these teams who have been playing there for a number of years to utilize that field.
Keeping the stadium open this season also gives the city a chance to capitalize on the success of Opelousas High School, bringing larger crowds to see the defending state champions at home.
By having some of these big high school football games, that will bring a lot of people, a lot of commerce to this area. That'll definitely be a nice shot in the arm, a nice boost to some of those local area businesses. Playing those home games at Donald Gardner Stadium this season especially will be impactful.
With Donald Gardner Stadium being phase 1 of the South City Park renovations, this delay does mean that all renovations are on hold until the end of the season. However, Alzender says a successful football season will set the tone for a successful renovation.
Let me say now that our local schools will be playing football in Donald Gardner Stadium. And once this field is put down, we're going to be in a good place.
The renovations of Donald Gardner Stadium are now expected to begin in December. Here in Opelousas, I'm Zane Hogue for KLFY News 10.
And since we're talking about changes, let's talk about a groundbreaking held Friday for the roughly $11 million revitalization of North University. As News 10's Rodrika Taylor reports, this project has been in the works for years and now is getting closer to reality.
The North University Corridor Project is all about revitalizing the Lafayette community. The transformation will start at the interstate and lead up to the Four Corners on Cameron Street.
1, 2, 3.
As state and city officials gathered for the groundbreaking of North University, Warren Abity says the project could be an asset to the community.
Will happen over the next year or two and includes beautification as well as enhancements to traffic safety, sidewalks, medians, plantings, and represents everything a transportation project should be.
Lafayette Mayor President Monique Boulay says University is one of the city's main gateway.
And it holds many of our main institutions, including several schools, City Hall, the police department, the University of Louisiana, the airport. So really our entrance into the city, and it is time to really revitalize Lafayette, our gateways, our corridor.
Many speakers, including Senator Gerald Boudreaux, UL President, and Greg Ellison, who works with Congressman Clay Higgins, shared the importance of the project and how it will shape the community for the better.
These projects do take many years and many partners to pull off. And so today is the culmination of probably 8 or 10 years of work from many different organizations. And so we are planting seeds and we are setting the next big projects in place.
Construction is expected to start in 2 to 3 weeks. In Lafayette, Rodrika Taylor, KLFY News 10.
All right, Trevor Sonier over in the Weather Center, and a beautiful weather forecast. Who can complain? Uh-oh, I shouldn't have said that. We'll get a call, huh? Someone will say, I can. But go ahead.
Yeah, really some nice weather, though, to do just about anything outdoors. We've had a rough winter, so it's definitely been spring-like, and it's a welcome change. 46 in Lafayette, 44 in New Iberia, 40 degrees in Opelousas. It's still chilly, though. It still feels like winter during the morning hours, but the afternoons are totally different. We have a dry air mass overhead, so that leads to big temperature fluctuations through the day, meaning that we will be cool during the morning hours, but very warm during the afternoon. Once that sun comes out, it can really heat up the lower atmosphere pretty quickly. And we have mostly sunny skies for today, so the sun will have no problem doing that. Temperatures rising through the 60s and 70s. We're in the upper 70s later on this afternoon. Future track shows mostly sunny skies across the area continuing through the day today. Clear skies for tonight, but not as cool tonight, mainly because of southwesterly winds coming in. So a little more moisture moving in overnight, so we're not going to be as cold overnight, getting into the 50s versus the mid-40s. That's where we've been through the past few mornings. Upper 70s for today. Again, 50s for Monday morning. And then for tomorrow afternoon, we warm up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. I think some areas could hit 80 degrees, especially north of Highway 190 and across central parts of the state. And I think everyone hits 80 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday. South winds continuing today at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. I feel like it's been breezy each and every day here, but it's that time of year. We'll see these winds continuing through March as that pressure gradient usually increases this time of year. So we'll keep southwesterly winds strong for today and for tomorrow at around 10 to 20. And relative humidity has been very low. The reason why I'm showing this, the fire risk was a little heightened yesterday, mainly because we had relative humidity values of 20 to 30%, and then we had strong northwesterly winds to boot on top of these very dry conditions. But looks like moisture levels will slowly be increasing a bit for tomorrow. Notice relative humidity at around 50 to 60% during the afternoon. So that's a lot better than 20 to 30%. So hopefully we get a little more moisture in here through the next few days, and that threat will begin to diminish. But if you do have to burn out there, just be careful. A northwesterly breeze, or northwesterly flow rather, in the upper levels of the atmosphere through today. But for tomorrow and Tuesday, we get more of a westerly flow than a southwesterly flow on Tuesday, Wednesday. Here's our next trough. It approaches the area Wednesday. It drives the front through here. It gives us a few isolated showers. And then behind it, very energetic weather pattern through Thursday and Friday with more of these little subtle disturbances moving overhead. So it looks like we'll have to keep rain chances in the forecast through Thursday and maybe even Friday and Saturday as well. So 78 your high today, sunshine, warm and breezy, southwesterly breeze at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 7-day forecast has nice weather continuing through Monday. late Tuesday and Wednesday in the 80s, 81 Wednesday with an isolated rain chance of about 30%, and then isolated rain chances continuing through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A little cooler on Thursday, at least temporarily, but then warming back up for Friday and Saturday.
As always, we thank you for that, Trevor. Remember, if there's anything you would like to see in terms of the stories that aired this morning or Trevor's fabulous weather forecast, you could go to KLFY.com. Oh, yes, Trevor, I've been in the coffee pot. Up ahead, once again, good morning to you, Acadiana. A small business won a challenge, and we're going to tell you how they're trying to move into a building downtown. We'll tell you how they hope to help move Acadiana forward.
And some nice weather through the next few days here, with temperatures rising to near 80 degrees each and every day for tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. More details after the break.